What's up, gang? What's going on? You know Trey gang back at it again. Now look, we all see what's going on with the Trezell West, right? They all in front of his house. Alright. Don't y'all remember when I went live and I was like, man, the goddamn dog. We need to focus more about the dog. Cause I believe his name was Chop or Choppo or some shit like that, right? Cause that was the story in the beginning. Cause I said, wait a minute, if he was saying if they were playing with the dog, why the dog didn't leave out the gate with the kids? See what I'm saying? So then when you pay close attention, everybody thought he said he was playing with chalk. The kid was playing with chalk, and somebody went to the house trying to throw some chalk out there, like, yeah, this what he was talking about. All right, now look, y'all remember the dog sign in the window of the new house? Beware a dog. And I'm gonna tell you something like this here. He don't go nowhere without his dog. And that's the first thing he said when they asked him what happened, he was like, okay, it was cold, and I was throwing firewood. I let the kids go outside on the back patio to play with chalk. Play with chalk. That sounds like the dog name. They went out there and played with chalk. Okay. But notice y'all, where his wife at? Where is his wife at right now? And where is they van at? I want to know where their van at. And then look, y'all see the image? You mean to tell me these people could adopt kids? Look where Trevell West stay at now. How can he adopt the kids? Man, the man ain't even 30 yet. That don't send a red flag to y'all? Now look, I bet you in the kind of money his gal scared and his wife got on down. Cause look, if you pay attention to the interview, she the one scared. He controlling everything. I told y'all, he ain't even hug his wife or nothing in the video like they concerned or nothing. And you mean to tell me now you don't see the bitch in the picture at all? So you know what that mean. He got whole problem. Alright, check this. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. I had a little technical difficulty at that time, but all right. Listen to the story again, right? Of what he doing in the backyard, and remember the route the van took. And I'm finna break the route down while he went down that street. So pay attention closely what he say. Cause remember this, we seen the dog in the backyard. If we rewind the footage mode, AV News them seen that dog like, yeah, we see the dog, but we don't see the kids. All right, check this out.
We just want to thank everyone in the community for all the support we've seen. We've felt so helpless, and seeing everybody out here really looking and helping out really means a lot.
So, tell us what happened the night the kids went missing.
Okay.
From our yard.
Okay. It was cold.
Before I start the video even further, I want to know who house name is in. Is it in his name or in his wife's name? You see what I'm saying? And who is working? Which one of these people to be working to show they financial records about adopting some kids? Keep this in mind. Now one of these motherfuckers ain't old like to be looking to be adopting no kids. Then you got a big ass white van, suspect ass van. Is he living off of her? Cause it look like he ain't even working. Where he work at? What's his income? And where his wife went to? That's where everybody need to go to the wife, cause she'll tell something. Cause she ain't around him right now. So he can't tell her what to say no more. So y'all got to put the pressure on her, cause she'll talk.
I was gonna make a fire. There's a lot of wood in this area right here next to our house. I opened up the back gate. I'm throwing wood, bringing it inside the house. My wife's inside. She was actually wrapping gifts, so we thought it was a good idea that they got our youngest to go outside and play with chalk on the back patio. Do not let them go on the dirt in the backyard.
Play with chop on the back patio. Play with chop. We ain't talking about crayons. We talking about that dog.
Keep them close. So I was playing with chalk, and I came in the house. I saw them there. I went in the house. I came back out. I didn't see them now.
That's probably when everything went down when he said, yeah, they were playing with chalk. I went in the house. I seen them there. But when I come back out the house, I didn't see them there. So it could have been possibly a dog attack or something in that nature. But let's watch him what he doing in the backyard. Let's keep the dog theory in mind, cause that's the first thing he got rid of.
I immediately went back in, asked my wife, did you see the boys? She said, no, they should be outside playing with chalk. I said, well, I didn't see them, so I came back outside and I started searching my backyard. I searched the whole thing. I realized that I left the gate open and I panicked, came inside the house, searched the house, me and my wife. Once that didn't pan out, I got in the van. I looked down the street, both directions. It was getting dark, getting cold, and I got in the van and I hit a bunch of corners. I went down this street. I turned my light on. I searched. I called their names. Talked to a gentleman on the street on the other side over there. He didn't see them. So then I came home and I told my wife we need to call the cops. It's getting dark and I need help. We gotta get going. So I called the cops. Cops came. First thing they did was tell us to stay in the house so they can get a hold of us.
Listen to his story. He said they called the cops, and the first thing they said, stay in the house. Listen what he just said.
And they had us just sitting there and we wanted to keep searching. But everybody came out in droves.
Then he tried to throw the whole subject off. Because he had to stop it right there, right? Because what do this footage show? The police pulling up. That's why he had to. I want to thank you guys. Everybody that came out here and drove. Because he know the police. Watch this one more time.
Did was tell us to stay in the house so they can get a hold of us. And they had us just sitting there, and we wanted to keep searching. But everybody came out in droves, and I wanted to thank you guys that night, but we couldn't go outside.
The cops told us the best are out here.
The best are out here searching, and we appreciate it, and nobody ever could tell, we could never talk to anybody, and that was the issue.
We just want to thank everybody.
We really want to thank you guys.
Please, if anybody has seen them, please call, let somebody know.
Call the cops, call California the City Police Department. Call them and let them know what you've seen, if you see anything. Our boys, they are going to be rambunctious, okay? They are going to be here in this area, and I really would like to go in.
They're gonna be here in this area, but he don't want to go in the houses because he don't want to invade nobody's privacy. Keep that dig in y'all mind, and I'm finna show you why he said these things.
The houses, but it's not because I want to invade people's privacy. I just want to know if make sure. That's it. Because I don't. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. If you got any questions.
Oh no, you're good.
Oh, okay.
I was just going to say, this is the first time we're hearing from you guys, and I can't imagine what you guys are going through. I can't even fathom it. For you guys, for people who are thinking that there's some kind of foul play involved, we just spoke to the biological mother. She says she had a conversation with you guys, and that she thinks there's some kind of foul play involved. That she thinks you guys did something.
And that's understandable.
What's your response to that?
That's understandable. I would think the same thing.
Yep.
I mean, that's exactly the point. And if we can find our babies, then guess what? That's no. And that's all I want is to find our babies. That's it. And I talked to her this morning, and I really wanted to tell her that I am completely sorry because we were entrusted with her children, and they came to us, and they became our children, and we named them. And they are our children, and so we want them back. So please, if y'all could get back on what you guys are doing, we should be able to get a hold of somebody, but they took all of our tech, so they wanted to, I guess, just rule us out, which makes sense. That's part of the investigation. So that's pretty much it.
Have you guys, you talked to the police all last night?
Yes.
So you guys willfully gave them your
Everything.
technology,
Yes.
the car.
Yes.
How did they get a search warrant? Did you
I
guys?
No
don't see
idea.
why they got one, but they got one.
Yeah,
We would
they
have let them
didn't
take
need one,
anything.
but-
We would have let them take everything. We let them come in and search with us. We asked them to come do that.
What did they take?
Just tech. And that's it. Like our phones.
From the house, though, did they?
Oh, well, I guess, should I answer that or?
Answer it to us, yeah.
Okay. So into the okay, and I guess I don't even know.
I see. Yeah, we seriously felt like we needed to be out here. We did. Again, we were told the best are out here looking already. Just to stay put. They have more questions. There was literally a cop with us the whole time in there.
He had sitting down.
Y'all remember the police was in the house. He telling y'all the police was in the house, telling them to stay in the house. Then they said the police were there with them all night. Man, y'all better pay attention to what he said. Cause look what this footage showed. The police was there at his house even before they report the kids missing. All this shit was going on before they report the kid missing. So now you gotta connect. You gotta connect. Watch this.
We would ask, can we go help? They had to sit
He
down.
said nope.
He said, no, we got the best out there.
So
we
it's
need
not,
you guys here in case we have more questions.
I don't want you guys thinking we
don't.
didn't try. We actually looked
tried.
before we called the police.
Yes.
Now y'all know why she said, yeah, this is why we called before the police. Listen to her. Listen what she said.
Out there.
So
we
it's
need
not,
you guys here in case we have more questions.
I don't want you guys thinking we
don't.
didn't try. We actually looked
tried.
before we called the police.
Yes.
Now, why would she say that? Yeah, we were searching before we called the police. Payal Jack. Let's hit them hard again with some of this payal stick.
And I imagine the mind-boggling part is the search for information. What happened? Where are they?
Yes.
Et cetera, et cetera.
And
and just so we are able to present the information correctly, at what time did you guys notice your kids went missing, and at what time were they reported missing to the police?
It's about, I believe, I think it was about 4:30.
4:30. He done got off the timeline a little bit. This where she finna come in and correct the time. Cause they know what time they was finna talk to the police.
Going on 5, it was getting dark, like I said.
5-ish.
5-ish. That's about it. That's when everything played out.
Alright, 4:30. That's what he said. Everything played out. He didn't meant for it to come out the way he meant it to be. Now let's watch what happened and everything played out at 4:30.
And then when did you guys call the police to report them missing?
After we searched a little bit around here, it was dark, so we definitely we got worried.
Would you say it was maybe within an hour, a couple hours?
No, it was within minutes of us getting finished with our search. Okay. It was within minutes.
Okay. What do you guys want people at home to understand about this situation? For them, even speaking about...
Check out the route, right? Watch the route.
...to understand about this whole situation.
We're going through it.
Give me 1 second, gang. Alright. Y'all remember the route, right? The route he took. Alright. Now we finna draw the blueprint. Now we know he done came down this street. If y'all can see my mouse, he came down this street. Look at the area, right? Notice the route that he came in. So if he turned down this street, he stopped somewhere and had to turn on one of these streets. So let's see, can we break some of this down right quick? All right. What's so particular about this street right here? Now, y'all see the route? We already know what camera he been spotted on. He could have either went this way and turned up this street right here and then came around. Cause we got to figure out, cause this is where he turned the corner at up top. So whatever route we take, we got to still make that corner to get to that house, right? Alright. So I know he didn't go that way. So let's go down this way. And keep this in mind, it's an empty house right here on this street. And you can also keep this street and go this way where they found the kid present there with his name on it and come back this way, back to the house. Cause you gotta keep in mind, he been gone for 4 minutes. He been gone for 5 minutes. Alright, he didn't go far. So he in this area. So did he come down this street all the way down, past the empty house, and come down all the way here, and then come all the way up this street? No, cause it's too many houses on this side. It's too many houses over there. That's why he avoided going that way. That's why he went down his own streets to search for the kid. Cause look how many houses on the left side of the screen. And look how many less houses on the right screen. When we already know look, you come down, boom, 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 boom. Which way you gonna need to go to throw some shit out? Man, you can go this way, go over here. Boom. Now you got multiple choices to go dump some evidence off it. You can go through here, come through that way, back up to here, and then turn to come back home. But you got to turn out discreet though. So y'all drop it in the chat which route that y'all think he took. Cause this the important part. We got the neighbor footage, but it'll be a whole lot of help if we have other neighbors to let us see what else he did on certain streets. Now look, if you pay attention to the map, you can come down this way. Look at all the corners, cause he said he hit a bunch of corners. So I know he ain't all the way down here looking for no kids, right? You see what I'm saying? If you lose a dog, you finna walk around the block down there 3 and 4 times. If he would have lost his dog Chop, don't y'all think he'll be walking all around this motherfucker? And you gonna see him on camera bending corner multiple times like he looking for a dog. Alright. Now look all the route that he could have took in 4 minutes. But you got to come back down this street, right? And keep this in mind, on the left side of the screen, it's more houses on the left side. And if you pay attention to the map real closely, it's only 2 streets that'll leave you. Hold on. Yeah, all right. Now he could have went this way in the field somewhere. Cause it's less houses over here, and you can really put, know what I'm talking about, dispose of some shit in this area. What y'all think, Jack? Cause if he was telling the truth, everybody in the neighborhood that got camera would see him riding up and down the street calling their names like he said. That he talked to a neighbor and everybody. Know what I'm saying? And look how his house separated from everybody else. And then we see the police pull in the yard. We see the police pulling in the backyard. Hold on, y'all know what? Let's go down the street. We gonna take the street way. Alright. That's that sucker house right there. First, let's go this way. Now we going down. He rolled down this street. Boom. We know he ain't stopping right up at her because you got neighbors' house. And if you pay attention to the house, if you pay attention to the route, you'll see why he'll come down this street. I know he didn't turn down this street. All right. So now watch this, guys. He come down the street. Remember he said, I want to go and check in the houses, but I don't want to invade people's privacy. And look at this house over here. Is this one of the empty houses? Cause it's a big ass dumpster right there. You see what I'm saying? This could be the empty house. He could have drove his truck and you know what I'm talking about, bent around the corner, anything to dump something in the garbage can. And look at the area. Boom, you could pull down right quick, stop for a little bit, and throw something in the dumpster or something. And then you can go out this way and head straight to the desert. Go around this corner. I show y'all the route on the map. Y'all gotta think about it. Then he could come down this street where it just ain't really nobody can see some shit. So let's go down this way. You see what I'm saying? Cause we gotta think about it. This like 4 minutes. We talking 5 minutes tops. Look at your surroundings. And then look, you could just go down this street and just get the tossing shit out the van. Man, y'all better think. Alright. Now this just my theory. You see what I'm saying? I'm just thinking outside of the box. Cause I wanna know the route now. Cause keep this in mind, we found some presents in this location. That's where they did the search at over here. So I know no wind didn't blew no goddamn present all the way out here. I checked the temperature. The wind wasn't even blowing that hard to be blowing shit across the goddamn world. So you mean to say the boys gift, one of them gift, y'all seen the gift bag? That's heavy. And he ain't get caught up on none of the patches? Alright. Now I wanna know the neighbors ever seen the dog. I wanna know had the neighbors seen the dog. Did he have the dog in the apartments too? Now we just going around the neighborhood. Could keep this in mind, you know what I'm saying? You wanna just hit every corner, you know what I'm saying, of the street. See who all in the area. See you know what I'm talking about? So it's like he avoiding certain streets and houses. Cause he know that's where all the cameras at. So he had to go somewhere where it just ain't nobody gonna pick him up on the camera in that big ass white van. And then for his age, why he even riding in the van like that anyway? He a young nigga. He don't ride no Chevy, no Hemi or nothing. No kind of Dodge, no kind of Hyundai. Man, you mean to tell me this nigga don't even got a Pinto? He got a federal van with the boots. Now look, but look down his street though. Y'all see that? He ain't trying to go this way. He ain't never one time come down this street. But that police did though. Now look what's down on this street. He can't go down this way. It's too many houses. Man, you got too many houses to be and plus you feel like you gonna get caught cause where you gonna stop and dispose of something. And you no. This the wrong side. And then check this out. Since the police told him to stay in the house, why he outside walking chop? He outside now. That man outside walking the dog. Man, that man care about more about the dog than the kid. Man, that man walking chop and you got two boys missing. And you and your daddy dressed up like terrorists and shit. You know, when I see them, I look at them two couple like a Lee Malvo, the DC snipers and shit. Cause look, you see the same similarity. All of them dressed like comeback style. Man, them folk dressed like some goddamn military members. So I tell y'all what, we need to see about that dog. Cause it's a reason why he keeping that dog low profile. Y'all notice when the camera started rolling, when AV News went to the house, what's the first thing he went and did? He went and grabbed his dog Chop. He went and grabbed his dog Chop and took it in the house. See what I'm saying? So he real close to his dog. All right, y'all see the area. Less houses on this side. So what y'all think? Drop it in the chat. What y'all? Cause this the most important part about the case. We know. We know. All right. Hold on. Now pay attention to the time when he opened his truck door. Remember he got on the passenger side. So that means he must have to let the dog in the van on that side and got in behind the dog. Now let's watch him do that.
That could have been intentional. Him leaving that gate open, like, oh, my kids went out that back, because he wasn't doing nothing. He was just walking in front of the gate where there's nothing there, and walking in front of the inside his property where there's nothing there.
Right.
There is both dirt fields, so he's walking from a dirt field to a dirt field and back to a dirt field.
Bro, are you sure that's not a car right there?
You didn't see no car pulled up, right?
How come that looks like a car right there, bro?
I don't think so.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's a shadow.
You sure?
Go back. Want me to go back real quick?
No, it does look like a damn car, like two headlights and the license plate in the middle.
Want me to go back?
No, because I think we're coming up to the part when he came walking out to the front. I have the cat still here.
And we could go up and look at on his lot where he was walking out, in and out.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell he wasn't grabbing no wood, because first of all, there is no wood back there to burn. Little twigs, you know?
Yeah. What are you doing? Fast forwarding it? Rewinding it? What?
All right. Now look, y'all. The van door open. Don't that make sense? If you finna take your dog with you, you gonna have to let him in first before you get in. That's probably the reason why he got that passenger side van door open to let Chop in the van. Pay attention.
Still there.
Yeah, see, it's still there. What is that, bro?
Go back a little more. Daytime. A little more.
Oh, no, it is a reflection. It's a mailbox. Yeah, it's a mailbox. Okay, so we're at 16:29. We just skipped over like 3 or 4 seconds.
Let's go back a little bit further.
Here we go, y'all.
Mark, the light in the front is not even on yet.
Not yet, but then the light does turn on. And we haven't seen no kids leave out that rear. Even if we did, we would have seen them come out to the front. Boom, the light just turned on now to the van. I'm on the side of the van.
So he must have got his dog with him. Watch this while he on the porch.
He should be coming running out right now. I would figure he would come out running, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Him and his wife, because on the 19th...
They would have been out there screaming and yelling,
But they
bro.
said they searched the backyard. I haven't seen any heads running back and forth back here yet.
No one has went out there.
You would have seen it, right?
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Well,
You see him on the opposite side of the fence. How are you gonna not see it on this side of the fence? You see how he on this side of the house?
Yeah.
It's a fence maybe in 3 feet.
Right.
You're gonna come look in that little cut right there, right?
Right, go look.
Yeah, you're gonna look.
Or in that back house.
I see him. He's right here. What's he doing? Just standing there. Yeah, that's him for sure.
And then if you notice, he has that back house in the back,
Right.
and it goes all around. It's like a 2 feet, 1 foot, like a little
Well, you see with
walkway all around it.
with the lights
Right.
on back here, you could see through the fence.
You can see the fence. Yeah.
See through, total see
Yeah,
through,
you
bro.
can see anybody
Yeah.
running or whatever.
Yeah, we've seen all that. No kids left the house, bro. No kids left to that back.
The lights turn on in the back now. Now it's off again. On. Off. On. What the heck?
And what's the story with him just standing there?
Off. Now they're just off.
So somebody was cutting the light on and off at the backyard.
Nope.
It's already been 15 minutes since he went in the house. He went in at like the 14 mark, right?
Yep.
So supposedly he ransacked the house and then ransacked the yard. But we haven't seen him ransack the yard at all.
He's just chilling. Look at him. That's him
Yeah,
right there.
him?
Yeah, that's him.
Could be a little star in it.
Yeah, I think that's him. He's standing just still.
I seen him move.
It probably turns.
What is that?
Something hanging there. We're gonna go investigate that. Probably not there anymore.
So where's he at?
He's about to jump in the car right now. Like at 33, I think.
Yeah.
Watch.
So when was the last time we seen him in the back?
At 14. Somewhere around 14.
Yeah.
16, 14. Mm-hmm.
So that's what, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
There was a light. There was a light blinking on the van.
Yeah, there you go.
Look, boom. Y'all see how quick he opened the door? Watch this. He getting in the van on the passenger side. So he got to be low chopped in the van and getting in on that side.
He's in no rush.
Yeah, like if you're gonna run to jump in your car to take off, why would you sit it from the passenger side? Like, you know how hard it is to like jump over the center console, like, right? You're rushing, like,
Yeah.
it's kind of,
Yeah, this hella suspect,
And,
bro.
but he never went walking down the street at all.
no, he didn't even
No.
walk to the front of the street to see if they're on the.
He didn't go
front.
back
No.
into the rear to look for him. Nowhere.
You look behind the side of the car, like maybe they're on the other side of the car. Just
Yeah.
he didn't sit from that side.
And notice when he took off, they cut the porch light and the back lights off.
At the end of the road over here, it tees off to what, an open road, or is that the main road? When you go back like this way, from back like heading towards the road this way,
Yeah.
you tee off to a main road. 3 to 38.
Y'all see?
So he left that.
Y'all see how she turned the lights out when he left? But when he come back, the lights back on. The lights back on. All right, pay attention. He come back from turning down this street.
1633, and he's back by
Look
1638.
how fast he's coming back. He's punching it, bro. Look
Yeah,
at that.
yeah, he's moving.
Look at that. He's from that street to here in what was that? 3 seconds?
Yeah.
4 seconds.
He's
Hella
back.
fast.
Done.
Hard. Look how far that other end of that other street is.
Man.
He did not
But
look.
the biggest thing,
that
bro.
area, he didn't search. That's where his kids would have been.
Yeah.
Him driving
Yeah,
back
he
towards
got out
that
the
way.
other side.
Yeah, now he's getting out the other side. Is we never seen no kids leave out that rear.
Oh, look, he walked towards the street.
Yeah, that's when he's gonna go right there and he's gonna call the cops and just stand there forever, bro. He just stands there for like what, 13, 14 minutes?
He stand there for 13, 14 minutes. That's why the police had to snatch the phone, cause who he was in contact with before all this was going on. Could it have been his daddy or his mama? Did y'all see the blue car in the yard when they went over his daddy's house? That same little blue car. That's what the neighbors seen over there in the apartment. Cause they said, yeah, we only see a lady come over here in a little blue car. So that's his mama. But they never said his daddy coming to visit him. You see what I'm saying? And look, both him and his daddy tote sticks and dressed up like comeback gangsters and walk little mutts around the neighborhood. Again, where did he go? The right is the safe zone, the left is the death zone. He ain't finna go to the left over here. Too many houses. But over here, you can get rid of something. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on, guys. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm trying to pull this video up right quick. If I can find it. Because I want to see what the neighbors had to say. Hold up. So what y'all think about the route and that empty house? Cause ain't nobody searched that junk shit. And man, I think we need to take. And then y'all see his backyard. Man, that motherfucker look like a war zone. Man, look like they do all kind of shit in there. Hold up, y'all.
I'm AV. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You guys are here about
Yeah, of course.
That's crazy, man. That's some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my wife, we've been living here for like 4 years, and we would kind of see them around. They would come around. They were really quiet people. They were really quiet people. They didn't socialize with nobody. Like usually all the neighborhood people, they kind of, when they see each other, they, say hi.
Yeah,
and
greet,
whatnot, but
right.
they're really quiet people, yeah.
How many kids do you remember seeing?
I think it was like three or four kids.
Did you ever see the boys that came missing?
We did, but it was usually, honestly, the interactions that they would have with people, it was.
I want to have. I got a question too. Where the other kids that they adopted there? Cause I don't think they with Travell West. I want to know who custody the kids in. Cause remember, not only the two boys missing, but where the other kids at? Is they with the wife or what? Who who is responsible for the kids? The wife? Cause she probably wanna have adopted kids. He might just was going along with it just to be fucking with her something. You see what I'm saying? Why is he fucking with her? Cause to me, it look like he ain't got shit going on. It's like his wife do everything.
Always really quick. Like when we would be coming, they would either run out that way, or they would, like, if they were coming in, they would just come in hella fast and just go into their apartments. They wouldn't really talk too much,
So they would go this way?
Yeah, they had their parking spot right here, but I don't know why they would park back there. The guy used to drive like a big, long white van, and they would always park back there. They would just, as soon as, like I said, when we would come out sometimes, if they were to see us, they would kind of either backtrack, kind of back into the apartment, or if we would come out, they would kind of try to rush out that way. But
the van, was it an older van? Because they own two white vans.
I want to say it looked kind of like a more newer style van. I believe it had like tinted windows.
Yeah.
Do you remember the time frame that they lived here by any chance?
I don't, just because, like I said, our interactions were very minimal. But I do know that for at least, like, they probably moved out, I want to say maybe about 6 months ago.
They been staying over there at the house for 3 months. They moved in September. Y'all know when he dropped his video, right? So y'all do the math. Where he was at for 3 months before he moved in the house. Did he move back in? And why all up back in with his daddy? And why all of a sudden he moved out the house? Cause the neighbors said they didn't even see them when they moved out the house. He said he woke up one morning and everybody was gone.
6 months ago, yes, somewhere around there. I'm not exactly sure on the time frame, but as far as long as we moved in here, I've always kind of remembered them being down here.
Yeah, because we're hearing they moved, I believe, September.
Yeah, somewhere around there. I know, I'm not exactly, like I said, I'm not sure on the time frame, but I do know that they moved somewhere around like 6 months ago, somewhere around there,
Other than the fast moving behavior, did you notice anything strange with the kids, or?
Well, they would never come out.
But like when you did see them when they were rushing in, did they look like they were in like?
I can't say that they looked like they were being harmed or anything like that. No. They were very quiet, very quiet. All the neighborhood kids from out here, they always come out and play, but they would, stay inside, and you would always hear them like kind of talk through the window. They would kind of talk to the kids. We would walk by and hey guys, like stuff like that, but you would never see them come out and socialize with everybody.
Yeah, it sucks.
And you for sure, you remember the two little ones?
Yeah, I mean, I remember them. I remember it was the dude, because he always used to walk out here with a stick, and I remember because I always thought that he was into martial arts and stuff like that. So I always used to see him. I remember the female also; she was very quiet as well. And then I remember 2 or 3 boys. I think there was an older one, and then the 2 little ones that went missing. I think.
So where was the dog at? I want to know about the dog. I don't think they seen the dog go. It's something happened. Listen what the neighbors saying.
I'm not 100% on that. And then some lady used to come by and see them, visit them, and she would park in their parking spot. But
You remember what she looked like?
I don't. I just know she used to drive, I think, like a blue car.
Was she elderly?
She was elderly, yes. Yeah.
That's that blue car in Trezea yard right now. You see what I'm saying? So, alright, we know his mama used to come over there. Now think like this here. Did his mama come over there and take the kids? Cause now we got another person that she could have took the kids and did something with them. See what I'm saying? Cause guess what the story was? They was dropping kids off in Bakersville at the grandmama house. That's Trezell grandmama house. So who really had custody of the kids? The wife or the husband?
The biological?
His
I think
the
so.
adopted dad's biological mom.
Oh.
That's who they were on vacation with, I guess, right? The other
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you don't remember 6 kids here?
6 kids, no. No, not 6 kids. Like I said, I think I would remember at the most. I think it was like 3 that I seen.
Yeah.
And there was one that looked like maybe like he was like 7 years old, 8 years old, something older, and then the 2 younger ones. I remember the 2 younger ones, but no, I don't think I've ever seen 6 kids with them all at one time.
It's kind of weird how they would take off and go around.
I mean, honestly, it's like I can't. They were I guess you could say they're a little off. I mean, I don't want to down talk on the family because I didn't know them like that.
Yeah.
But just the way that they kind of were, their characteristics, I guess you could say, they did seem a little off.
What about the stick that you said you always used to see him?
It's just because I always figured that he would do martial arts because he looked like a little fit guy, and it was like a brown stick that he used to walk around with.
Y'all see, he even described the stick how long it just was. And that's the same kind of link that AV News got on walking with the dog. Now look, ain't this kind of strange if they supposed to have a total of 6 kids, right? The 2 missing boys, the 2 adopted kids, and 2 biological kids. Why everybody saying they seen 3 to 4 kids? The numbers still don't even match up. He said he seen 3 to 4 kids. And the grandmama used to pick up the kids all the time, right? Okay.
But he would just, like I said, he would walk around here, and then like I just assumed it was martial arts because he was always kind of spinning it. It was just a wooden stick, you know.
You ever hear any like commotion down here at all?
No,
besides
honestly,
the quietness?
no. Other than the quietness, no. Like my what's it called? We would always I work for this company and they distribute juices sometimes. So I used to bring boxes of juices and I always distribute it between all the neighbors. And I would send my daughter out to give it to them, and she would knock on the door and they wouldn't open the door. They would just look through the people and they'll be like, "No, thank you." And my daughter would be like, "Oh, we got juices for you." No, it's okay. No, thank you. We don't want them. And
they would never open the door.
Wow. Only one time I caught him out here. And I told him, I was like, "Hey, man, I got some juices. Like, if you guys want some." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, like, I'll take a box for sure." And he took it. And then that was, like, the only time. Other than that, our interactions were always really quick. Like, he would just be walking out. He would just, "Hey, what's up, brother?" And then, "Oh, hey, what's going on?" And then, boom, right back inside. And,
right.
Yeah, they were just very quiet people. Like I said, they never really talked to anybody, like, people come out here, the neighbor from up front, people downstairs, we socialize. People from this side, we socialize. But they were just always just in and out. And the times that I would try to socialize was very, very short. Like, he just kind of cut it off and just go about his way,
Right.
Right on, man. We appreciate
Yeah,
you
appreciate it,
coming out
bro.
and talking.
Yeah,
Thank you,
man.
man.
Anything. I mean, we live in 215, so if you guys
Cool.
have any questions or anything that we can help,
Yeah,
with,
for
we're
sure, bro.
always more than happy to help.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope you guys have some luck, man.
Was that the window they would come to, or
Well, they would talk. Yeah, they would. You know.
all three of them is?
I think it's all three. Yeah, all
Yeah.
three of them. And like I said, sometimes the windows would be cracked, so when we would walk by, they would talk. Like they would just say little random things. But that's pretty much it. You know.
Okay.
This is their patio. That would be their patio.
Yeah.
All right, appreciate it, bro.
They were allowed the kids to play right here than outside, right? No.
Not from like I said, not from the amount of time that we lived here. My daughter, she's always came out. My son, he comes out now, and there's always a bunch of neighborhood kids that hang out here, and they just would never come out. They would never come out. Very quiet people.
What did you think when you saw the news and you saw his face there?
Well, honestly, we didn't find out till kind of more recent, I guess you could say, because I had heard about it. I started watching when that big old search group was right here in front of the apartments, and I started watching it through that Facebook channel. And I was just kind of like, I remember I mentioned it to my wife, and I told her, I was like, that's crazy, the two kids went missing. From here, I was like, that's crazy. But I didn't know who it was, and then I was talking to somebody from the neighborhood, and then she told me that it was, the two little boys from here, and that's when it kind of threw me off, and then we got curious, and we started looking it up, and we found the video on YouTube, and that's kind of how we found out that it was them, I had heard about the story, but I just didn't know who it was.
So you seen the interview, and then you seen the one. Did you see the one where he lied, bro?
No,
So he gave the interview, but his actions of what he did that night didn't match up to the interview at all.
We just saw one interview that was that he was talking about how they had went missing, and that I guess that they went out and they were trying to start a fire, something like that, or
firewood
wood up like that, and that they left the door open, and that he went inside, and when he came back out, they were gone.
That behavior
big old lie.
seen in the video, is that type of like common behavior?
Well, honestly, what I saw in the video, that's the most I ever seen from them. Because, I said, they were really quiet.
He only seen the interview. He didn't see the actual one where he was in the backyard and freaking.
Right.
No,
He didn't even look. He didn't even look
Saying
for them, bro.
Like the in person. You're talking about.
I guess you could say that's kind of how they were, like in
kind of strange
life. They were
in a
just
way.
they were just very quiet,
Yeah.
Like I said, we would literally run into each other. And I'd be, hey man, what's going on? Like, and he was just, hey, what's going on? And just boom, dart out of there, kind of try to avoid the situation. Yeah.
Was it a lady that would come? Her car was blue.
I believe so. It was blue, right? It was like a blue Corolla, I think it was, or like a Geo Storm or something like that. It was a blue older car, yeah.
Other than her, were there any other visitors common, like constantly?
Not that I can remember. Yeah.
Cool.
They ever let them come play in the patio?
Not that we saw. No, honestly, we like the times that we would see them is like literally a blink of an eye. They're either going out to school or they were coming back in, and that would just be it. The rest of the afternoon, the rest of the evening, we wouldn't see them. Sometimes we would go days, sometimes weeks without seeing them. And honestly, they're so quiet that when they moved out, I didn't even know that they had moved out. I noticed it because when we walked down one day, I just saw the whole thing was empty, and I was like, I told my wife, I was like, the downstairs apartment's empty. I go, the people must have left. She was like, well, we didn't, because like I said, everybody talks to everybody, and sometimes you see people moving in, other people, they offer a hand, you see people coming in, hey, how are you doing, say hi to them, whatever, short conversation, but with them, everything was just always, everything was quick, and you never see them. When they left, I didn't know they had left, that's how quiet they are. I didn't see them move, I didn't honestly even see them move anything out. It was just, like for me, it was just one day they were here, and then the next thing I know, they were gone.
Why they just all of a sudden got out of there? Keep this in mind, his mama used to go over there, and we already know the grandmama always come and get the kids. Which kids she used to get? The biological kids or the four adopted kids? All that play a role. Cause for the simple fact, you don't know nothing about these. Look at Trizel's side of the family. Man, they look like scavengers. Man, we need to see where the wife is. Cause if the kids with the wife, that means Trizel West don't have custody of the kid.
And the kids living in the apartment that you know of?
From what I know, yes, just the adoptive parents, the mom, the dad, and the 2 or 3 kids.
Okay. Because the family, when you look it up, the family all seems to be associated with the complex.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's like different addresses that pop up, unit numbers. I was wondering if the grandma lived in here. You know what I mean? Because it shows the grandma and her husband and son all associated too with the apartment.
That's interesting. No, like I said, I didn't know. I do know that some people here have family, but again, just because the people here they communicate. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
like I said, I talked to my neighbors across. I talked to the neighbors below.
Yeah.
You know, the people in this complex, but just
They didn't even
their
let 'em come out to
personality,
play.
the way they were just very quiet. You know, so I would never even talk to them. I didn't even know they had family in here.
Like y'all like, share, and subscribe, and share the live so we can spread the news and spill the tea. But until then, I'll be back.